Hello, collection. I say collection. Then you know it has to do with exchange. It's about the commerce, baby. Hey, y'all. This is divinely guided. Chosen Story Seed spiritually 777. Had to put the sevens back in there because it's about the world perception. It's about what we do daily. Hey, y'all. Now, I'm just gonna talk and I'm gonna give out information. I'm gonna let y'all see what's really going on. A lot of things going on. Okay. My understanding is that a hunt of hunt. I'm gonna say a hunt of hunt. It's like a little Easter in there too. You know how you have the bunnies and hiding eggs and everything. Eggs has to do with also has to do with this earth too. But it's about an egg. But it also has to do with a rabbit and bunnies and hiding things in this world. So you like, what does it have anything with what I'm speaking about? Speaking about the earth, natural things, spiritually. The egg is a represent of earth because she birthed. Okay, even the bunny is the rabbit, and that is always abundance, right? But then the bunny is also can be as a master we call it a puppet master. But then we're back into different type of a puzzle and with the journey of a jewel, call it a jewel, which you are masculine or feminine collect community, and me giving out the information dealing with Mercury communications and how I speak. Some days I'm good, some days I'm not. Depends if it's retro or not. But the communication of that house, 3 house, gonna give you that information of that planet of Mercury. And depends of the natal chart that you placed in. So that's your job to go find out your cafe, figure it out who's and what is, understanding that it's about yourself. You're the control. Seem like we're going to figure out what control was all about to cease in the first place and what the hunt was all about. Because my understanding is always about hidden things. And the hidden things is a time of things of the subconscious of dark times. And to reveal all hunt and the hunters that had a play on into this, what started and it ends it. So let's just get this I call it is a Twilight Zone. Some of the movies and the music, since we're in about the poets and it's in the creation of 6, and it's gonna give you June, gonna give you a lot of things for June. June is a lot going on right now, and it's the music artists and everybody else and all the people in the world. And it's about the people that's in the world. That is people. We many of so many of things of the pearls that were being placed as don't cast your pearls to swine. And swine would be anything. Could be somebody's a wolf, my understanding. Understand a long time ago. Pig has been replaced from the wolf because wolf was first. And then you pay attention to a Twilight Zone and you get to understand about the movie, about the vampires and the wolves and the saints. It's a lot of things going on, but it's a family thing, if you understand that. It's a party. And it's like the 1999. And Prince said that it was a time that, not it's a good thing, But pay attention, numbers don't lie, we lie. Sometimes we multiply too. But understand it. It's life. It is going to give you some laughs and cries, but also give you different things that you didn't know. And sometimes you become depressed or in the around the energy surrounds it. Could be person, place, and things, would be whatever of the after effects of this mental of things has been placed. You placed yourself or someone else. We're gonna figure it out today. But it's all about perception and how we use it with our tools and our gifts in our hands that we be given. Sometimes it's dirty hands and some is not clean. It's just a time to shift and things put in a position. But some things is always hidden, and to keep it and the remembering will tell you that. You know, so let's give all thanks to the Most High and the highest of your ancestors, the ones behind your tree that keeps you, your knot is on either straight or off balance or equilibrium. However, it's always somebody that's going to be your history and the people that was before you, before you. However, we're in the time we got the planets are lining up, moons line up, eclipse, things are going back from time to time of past, of things has been shifted. I noticed some things. It's some people that have been in a position for a long time. But then sometimes the people were replacements and not the original of who. And it's a time to sit up back. But to me, my understanding is the powers. And with the power, it will always give you who the seats. And sometimes it's just a war with other people placing. And this is what it is the hunt. And mentally to try to keep yourself together. And be grounded. 6 minutes on that tell you that we're dealing with 6 and 4 gonna give you creation, give you Gemini back again of twins, and also dealing with 4, which will give you twins and emperor. Giving you the emperor is gonna give you the person that is the power that has all things. So that's gonna give you as a masculine function. But also give you mother too, because that six of twins, had twins, but it has to do with birthing, and that has to do with that Juno energy, and give you about of her aligning the stars in alignment, and give you that she warred, but she didn't. She lost, but she was placed because she fought through of that journey. All right, we got so many people wants to be in the position of Jupiter. Okay, Jupiter is a time of Aquarius, a water barrier, but it's supposed to. The rain is supposed to purify it because of all the sins has manifested up to the indignations of things that we have done about the 10 of the commandments of earth. Okay. And with those 10s, going to give you the information of the wheel of fortune, which will give you the Bible, which will give you Ezekiel. Ezekiel going to give you the Watchers. Also will give you the Star Wars, will give you about the Republic and the Democrat of blue and red. It gives you all Matrix, the movie. It gives you all of that. So, but my understanding, certain people has been given of abilities of peculiars in this world, and if the spiritual of traditions of Christianity, religious, and to other things that has been manifested for stars and heavens before the heavens, stars, heavens, and earth, and everything is spiritual. So we're dealing with spiritual and soul. Soul. It's about your aspects that you put out in this world. Here we go. All right, so this is the first card that I pulled here. This here is got to do with the 2 wands, right? Excuse me. You know why this has been on my mouth? It's like on my mouth, meaning that the 2 information, the communication, I'm trying to put the 2 pentacle, but it has, like, the words is coming out of my mouth is still saying 2 wands. So that gives you 2 things that's going on in here, because this is the 2 pentacles, but it's surrounded and it has stars. And look, it's about the woman and with her skirt and her black shirt, giving you hidden knowledge in between what's going on with the number 1. This is the past right here. Past gonna give you juggling energy. And that juggle energy gonna give you about what's really going on with this particular. This is about a woman now. Now, if I give you that, I give you Libra energy. I'm gonna give you Libra. Libra gonna give you in Tarot is gonna give you justice. The Lady Luck gonna give you about the Earth, and that means that the woman is like the energy showing is an aspect of a woman was juggling. And my understanding has something to do with Libra, liberty. Now, that's the first card. It's going to be the past because it's about you and your ancestors behind it, the trees that you have placed of generations. And that is going to give you hidden knowledge. That is, the woman has the top. That means it's some hidden secrets, but it's juggling. And it has a star that's red. And the other one is another color's pink. It's giving you women at a time that seats is in front. So we're dealing with women with the powers in the seats. All right. So now we give them some of that orange and red, giving you that red is power. Power is in this card, and water is behind, and that gives you purified information. Also, it can be tied to the Jupiter, the barrier, which will give you that energy of time of Aquarius, right? And we're talking about air, and air will be talking about Aquarius, Gemini, and also going to give you Libra. So you're dealing with that. And 17, 6, and 10. Those numbers as numerology will give you more information. Now, my understanding, that's one of the information about the two wands. But somebody was juggling, and the Hermit is gonna give you 9, like I already give the information. 9 is Virgo, and Virgo has to do with is virgin, right? That has to do with the woman. Woman has something to do with birthing something, right? It means a change. It's a time, and the change has been a new. It's like a new earth, but a time that's been has changed, has death in it, and has that in there for transformation, because death is only beginning, and that gives you that fool's journey, which will be of individual, masculine or feminine, and that is their traveling mercy, which will do as far as a journey, a fool's journey. You know, in different things of traditions that we have, we in the Christianity would say that's a bad thing to tell somebody fool. But then a long time ago, the fool has to do with fool's gold. What's called it gold? Fool's gold. It was like a pink color. It looks like just like that color right there. And it's like pink gold, right? But the energy of the colors, numbers, and everything surrounds about nature, spiritually, and hidden things is all around. That means that understand that fool is not always bad. It means it's a point of an individual that can drive their own themselves from a journey. That means they can go anywhere, okay? And that will give you that creativity, okay? Yourself is the controlling of magicians of ability of creation. Creation is number one. Dealing with that, your individual and what's around. 2, giving you hermit, and you're not hermit in here, but it's upside down. So now hermit is a person that been in the house, you know what I'm saying? That she's let's call it contemplation. Okay, she's up on the hill, you know, give you the energy of that goat, you know, give you a little bit of a tower, right? It's like the tower of light, you know, that you in the sea and the water, you have the it is a tower, a lighthouse is what it is. And so you let you know that her antennas, I say antennas, I mean funny, that means the light within her. She has that within inside enlightenment, and she's thinking. She think about something, and still with the woman with functions of it. Now, don't get mad, man. It's about functions, about how we all do the same thing, okay? We're the same, different, but we still in a way of functions how we operate. Now upside down, she ain't in no hermit, and that's hermit. Maybe somebody named Herbie or Herbit. And the hermit is going to tell you that nine of her, of new, of creation, she's thinking about something. But to me, upside down, seemed like she done figured something out. Something that she was thinking, and then now she's doing something different from that stuck energy, thinking too much. But upside down mean others. So, see what was going on with this. I always go back, like sometimes I miss some things, but 9 or 10, she's thinking about something. Withdrawn. 1257 on that. That 75 got to do with stuck energy. So that's exactly what was going on. Let me tell you something. It's different things have been shifted up on this particular. The last thing, the movie I seen was the gorillas. It had to do with the gorillas. And they had a time of things. But it give you that information. You know what that's going to give you? For you to pay attention. It's another seats in the house. Or you have a stranger in your house. If it represents anything. But like I said, strange doesn't mean that it ain't. It's got something to do with strange and change. Does that make sense? So you, for this this video, is for everybody to be thyself. Alright, you got gifts. Now, isolation and loneliness and forever seeking without healing, feeling like a misfit. Now, it's like the reflection of meditation and contemplation, soul search, inner wisdom, spiritual mentor, and finding your God within, taking time away from the chaos and busy life. But understand that this particular, on this card of the light series, this is you have different type of 9, and 9 gonna give you two things, right? First, understanding what a hermit is. It's gonna give you a craving. It has to do with that 6 or going into a cancer. Cancer any in the home body, and there are certain people that give you that. I give you the watery. We'll give you Pisces and a Cancer and Scorpio, and you dealing put them all together. So you're doing 2, 7, and 9. Gonna give you some information, right? It's going to give you that energy all together. About 18, give you a moon, reflection, hidden things, knowledge. Numerology is going to really give you all the information that's going on. But like I said, if the time with the eclipse and the moons and give you the feminine functions of things, to understand some things, wisdom may lack with that antenna. And somebody else, because it can have someone, person, place, a thing that send out spiritual, I call it transferring spirits, and that cause issues to other individuals. But it depends, right? So you or your person should understanding that you could be yourself in that predicament that other people has placed, and send out different type of spiritual I call it aspects of spells that make you in that stuck energy in your trap house. And how we do it daily, because it's a force, and force means controlling of individuals of the gifting that has been given for a time of this of Aquarius. And that means a lot of abilities. And when you have abilities like that, then somebody's always wants to be in the control of it, because you're gifted. And we're in a time of more things than money and fold and coins. But we're in a time that it is more than psychic abilities of creations, new ideas, and everybody is want new things in order to buy and get new things. And we're like, to my other thing is like taking, stealing from another, and transferring spirits from the evil entities, and which will be a person that is bad or narcissistic ways that would transfer from another one, and you become just like them. So you have copycats, doppelgangers, AI targeted individuals, and of a time that weaponizing has been changed for once. So now we're in that type of energy. So some things have failed, and things of towers, and it has to do with person, place, and things within you. And dirty hands, clean hands has been shifted from a time as this. It is a time that the good that is in paths has been put in the position as in a bad guy. You become transferring the spirits into empaths, knowing that you're the good and now become bad. And therefore, in the ones that are narcissistic has been shifted. It's been like the good, bad. It's like empath goods and become bad. And narcissistic has been the transformed to good things now. It's like shifting and shifting with devils. Some have put in this world has become changed with the twinkle of an eye to get the understanding about all of this have a new this new time of age is new, brand new at that. 22 on the master on that with this, and so we are dealing with the master and 17 of the stars of Aquarius again. And a master has to do with a fool's journey, and this is your own. If you get off the pattern, off the journey, you get back on it. But this is what we're dealing with. Busy, chaos, and busy. Chaos gonna give you that number 5, right? Gonna give you, to my understanding, is gonna give you that Hierophant, which is the tarot card, and tarot. It's gonna give you that type of priestess. Because number 2, this card here is gonna tell you that anyway, because it's Hermit. So when you in that and you tie it all together, because this is what it's about. It's the teachers, influencer, and most of it's online. So everything that we're doing is devices and have to connection that is sync into everything. And now all of this comes as a base. I call it a base. It is the beast is what we have done and put in this world, and this made it more controlling than it was before. So I kind of think, it says right here, it says the inner sage. It has to do with the the mentor and the inner guide, and you become the guide. And that's why now we have so many people on YouTube as influencers right now, and some of them are as a competition of your abilities. And some things you're being used and not even getting paid for it. And you didn't even know until you start seeing something that you do and you figure it out that now. Because when you think that you don't know, but you know, it's the hidden of secret that you're supposed to keep to yourself. So we kind of figuring out it's a war about teaching abilities. Johnny that come late without the rainmaker. He kept talking about Johnny. Johnny has to do with a lot of we're doing with things from past. Intuition for high priestess, meaning that in giving poets, giving you philosophy of things, and some things came and some and went late, and some is a little bit too late for what's in the purpose right now. Meaning sometimes maybe you late for the I guess it was like the information is like you were always was going to be late in the first place. Okay, if this is an individual or feminine or masculine, and it seemed like you could have been in the environment of aspects that you may want to be, or some you was too late and somebody took it. It's like a face. It's a face is in your face, right? But you can't see it. But let you know the hair in a turtle, the hair was always fast, but the turtle was slow. It's gonna give you that information. Everything fast and good, but slow always give the information towards the one the race. Okay. So also has to do with the brightest, and we're talking about the stars. We're talking about Aquarius. We're talking about stars. Okay. So now we went from the rain, call it the rabbit about the abundance, and we're going into turtle. I call it turtle, but it's a sea, really. It is my understanding. It is now in the energy of tiger energy, and give you black and white. Now you back at black and white. You have to do with the colors. Gonna give you that scheming of what's really going on in the chess. It's like a chess. Chess give you back a thrones of games. It's the game of chess, and competition is on the board. It's a game. It's game on game. So game on game is hunting on hunting. It got to do with the Twilight Zone, hidden things, vampires, and Wolfie. Okay, we're in here on that. So now, and it got something to do with the trenches, deep trenches of self-discovery. We must remember that our continuous search for our own healing and inner truth does not mean that we are not already whole and healed. Emerge from your inner retreat with beautiful insights from the spirit and allow yourself to let's go with that now. With that na means your head. Okay, that means navate, and navate has to do with up and down too, and also has to do with skies, if that makes sense. Has to do with subconscious, with your brain, antenna, as a tree. If you understand about doctors and health, and the book gonna give you all the information. It has to do with your brain, and that you are very, very, very important. So that you become a computer. Wow. All the cards that fell. One moment. No cards and flew. So now upside down, like I said, coming out of that. Now, because to be honest with you, contemplation is going to give you that. And you have to understand that. That means upside down, that's already showing in the card. Upside down, somebody is either trying to put you upside down, hanging on something. On number 4 card, going to give you that. Now, that's the number 4 right here. But that, I ain't even came number 3 yet. But give you that. Because you look at it, tell you. 2 and 4 is giving you the information, give you a high priest, and give you an emperor. This is what you're dealing with. Okay. So it's a man and a woman. A man and a woman. I call it Heckle and Heckle and Heckle and Jekyll. Yep. Now here number 3 here. That's gonna give you, first of all, this gave you the present, right? What's to surround you. This is gonna give you future, but it's giving you Empress energy because number 3, meaning the Empress has to do with abundance. Now you see the function is with the red. He has a chart here. He's got power. He may have Aries in the chart. Also, he may have Leo chart, Sagittarius. Okay, so now pay attention. You're dealing with hidden secrets. societies and different things and platforms and things that you didn't even know. But it's a light, give you that wand energy that you're dealing with. Okay, some either gonna add to you or it's gonna take away. Then you're talking about positive and positives and negative and positive P's and positive negative. There that Mercury again, negative. So you may be a little naked. Maybe stand for somebody. You see, you dealing with an Empress. Empress gonna give you that line on there. So you're dealing with an Empress and the Lion, and somebody is surrounding you. And you got the fire in and has crown on there, but it's got to do with a wand. All right. King of Wands, matter of fact. Dealing with this hangman energy, number 12. So I'm going to give you the hangman. So if you go to the left and right, dealing with a woman. One was juggling something. One is basically seem like contemplation about what's going on. A masculine or feminine, but also it's going to let you know that the information that you got power within. You're trying to keep a balance because you got to use both. But you coming out of that type of that place of hidden prison or in the corner, but the light is shining to let you know you can see it through it all about something that you're stuck in. Number 12. Okay. Now, 320 on that chart. Maybe you have some information with that. 320 gonna give you back to energy of surrounds of the numerology. Give you what you're dealing with. 320 about your self-realization of judgment. Have you been judged for what other people done, or have other people judged you? And 3 and 2 gonna give you 5 again about your teaching, education, influencing what you're doing. And it's hidden things that you don't know behind the scenes. Okay. Still give you influence of Hierophant and Priestess and community and accumulants. What do they call it? It is called. Let me give good word for that. It is a communist. It's supposed to have to do with priestess energy. Okay. So it's going to give you there it is. I'm gonna give you that energy. Give you some of that baby. They give you something like jobs, give you entrepreneurs, take care of me. But it's like something to take care of me, and but me only. Okay, that means the individual is yourself and how you do your entrepreneur, and that is a person that's in that intuition. You should already know who you are, but also need who you dealing with, force and confront one's attackers or pursuers of concern. See, you have 2 things going on in here. It's about your entrepreneur business, but it's been forced. So something is in between of a play, of a game. But see, like I say, when you're in another corner, in a prison and trap, quiet ones, be careful with the individual, forceful and powerful. The abilities is the force and to all subject. And give you some of the Star Wars, force be with you, but never put someone in a corner in a prison and a mind thoughts. They give you the high priest and give you justice and death in there, but give you a death that is beginning and transforms into the time of karmic justice is what we in now. But all I've seen is towers in the energy. All I'm seeing for a while. But my understanding, if my stuff is tower, but I still got money in my hand, but where is the towers? If it's not you, that means it surrounds it, right? So we have a lot of things have failed, and deaths transform with death. Either people die or something that you used to have death and ending of a nine and transform to the next. Because it's a time for the new king. It's coming. It's been. I give you the information. I see the line behind it of a king and an empress. But see, look at that. But it means that it's a lot of things going on. Pay attention. It's a swapping of something. Swap. Transferring spirits. So as I go, I just put the cards. So my understanding, this is what's really going on here. To me, it's like another. This right here gives you the information right there. And this is the Black Music Artists and Music is the month that I was doing, giving out the information because it's a history of that. So Mrs. Jimson says, don't let anyone rob you of your imagination, your creativity, of your curiosity. That gives you some of the information that has to do with Libra and give you the air, giving you the scales of the liberty, right? And tell you that it's juggling into the scales of this business that's going on in corporation right here. Giving you corporation and giving you commerce, exchange, what we're dealing with now. Chefs, called chefs. Really, I was going to say something else. Chefs mean cheap. It's other than the seats has been placed and transformed. Give me a little fly energy. Give me some type of fly hanging around. Give me some type of a new things has been on this earth. So flies, to my understanding, has to do with entities. Right? A fly of that type of entity that surrounds. So now I'll give you a little more information about anything else. I'll give you some of this type of NASA. NASA has to do with Houston. Houston gonna give you that Empress energy that you're dealing with, and that's mean that the communication of we all masculine function, and we're in that energy. That's like 3 and 17 gonna give you that water barrier, and it's like the I am and abundance gonna give you that one person that you are yourself. Gonna give you number first card. Gonna give you that. That means give you the information in your intuition that you should already know. That's been upside down for a minute about your creations of a hermit. Hermit it's like a crabby while you in depressed mode and while your mental is acting a certain kind of way, because it has to do with this right here, because your money is juggled for somewhat. And that understand with commerce and business exchange gonna tell you about money has been shifted. Okay. Also, it has to do with creativity and sovereign, a ruler, great power, and a rank, especially on ruling on the empire. Because this is what's going on right now. So, it's Houston. And that got you something that or they give you something as what they call it, astronaut. An astronaut has to do with Star Wars, and you understand what it is because that's the helmet And look at her, she has bread. Bread gonna give you that power. And power gives all type of spiritual things. Red is power. It gives you Aries energy, Leo and Sagittarius too. So now you look everything, it's got to do what's really going on right now. Now let's see. Next one is this number 4, I believe. My understanding that has to do with Lake change. I found God in myself and I loved her. It says fiercely. She was a poet, a novelist, a playwright, performance artist, and they call you an educator. So this is about the brave, okay? And she was pretty. Pay attention to her gold earrings. And green is giving you that heart, the chakra of the heart over her head. So it gives you some information that she loved very well. Green giving you something as far as Capricorn, giving you Taurus and Virgo. But understanding she is as the Libra. She was a Libra. Okay, meaning that her sign of her chart, and that is monthly, it was in Libra on the 18th. Give you that intuition, a reflection in this world. Number 4 also is doors too. Doors is coming in those understanding that. So I see a color of rainbows of people, culture, and traditions. They're able to come out of the door. Okay, let's see anything on here. Then I have another one here. This is Barbara Jordan giving her pearls. Now, since we're in the month of June, she has her pearls on here. I give you information here. And this giving you, as a congresswoman, justice of right is always to take, it's give you precedence over might. It has to do with justice. Justice still in Libra. All the cards that is lied to justice. Strong Libra energy. So it's the women. Wherever the heart is, where the heart is and where the heart is, green is going to give you earth energy. And the heart, it ties to everything. So number 5, she is on the seat of congressman and congresswoman. I think that's the second one I've done on a video. So it's going to give you the information about the women. Alright. Now, excuse me, if you feel like that number 5's about to teach and influence on different platforms, but I never thought it was going to be so many competition though. But then you have to understand it's a game and on game. That everything that you do in your life is going to be a competition. But when you get to the point when you have so many competition on one person, and that cardinal's going to tell you what's really going on. Cardinal's going to give you the information, that sweet words. Also going to give you time about power too. May have a lot to do with priests, and it might have to do with what's going on now as far as commerce. Alright, so if this one here, I have a barricade here and the information here. But my understanding with all of this, and I have been seeking And when I get in the 6th mode, now you know I'm deep. So you get a little Pisces energy going on in here. And more I talk, here the corner want me to be quiet because there's a reason for things. But sometimes you have power. You got to be careful what you say out here. But regardless of how you give out, but who say not to be able to speak when you have the ability to? So my understanding, we're dealing with capital investments, financial insecurity, and artful force. Art. You know what art means? It's the author. Author has to do with number one, gonna give you that energy. Juggling. And also gonna give you some it give you what's going on. If it is, it's got to do with Abraham and Quam. Quam gonna give you Hebrew, give you different things that's going on with the cultures and traditions. Okay, now understanding that we're dealing with Christianity and we're also dealing with religions and wars and time that's been changed. And also you got the spark. Spark gonna give you that spark information. That means, and some people have the enlightenment. Sometimes we learn to ask for what we need. But my understanding of a temperance of balance gonna give you that balance of a time. So even though of that time that has to do with tables and has been turned, and Christianity is either gonna cover it up, or the covering is in the bed. However, it's about yourself. Either you're trying to cover something that you're trying to hide in the closet, or either you need to put some clothes on. How you know you were naked and who told you that? They give you back at the beginning of Genesis that starts to begin again, giving you the creation that's been started about a new time of age, right? Giving you that energy, time. Sometimes when a thing is a stroke of time, can be a stroke of a time, or it can be stroking. It has to do with creation in the first place, but it has a lot of things between in those type of sheets. In a bed, in marriage, a connection of cords. And it has to do with stuff you tying in, what you in, how you are tied to certain things, and the stuck energy, and to be control of your speech. And it's a time of priestess and commune. It's like I said, commune time and religious. And it's a lot of things have changed. Has to do with illusional and karmic justice. That's what that is. It's the same thing that I understand it has to do with illusionation. It's give you that subconscious, but also give you this is give that Disney energy. You know, they give you as a Fantasia energy. Okay, it give you dreaming and dancing energy. It give you some of that Pisces energy as well. Poets, music, the things that we do. Giving you a clairvoyant and also giving you a clairseed, means sentence, or give you some clairaudience as well. So you're giving your visionary and communication from hearing. And so it's like what comes out of you, what you're listening. Sometimes you have hustle. You know, I say with a person listen, it's that hear hustle. I mean behind and controlling everything that you do daily. So, like I said, it's a new time, especially plugged in, and it has to do with something cooking. If you know how to burn has to do with everything that's going on right now. That means you got that type of energy of burning and that cooking. That means you cook. That means I've seen a lot of grills going on right now. It's gonna tell you that what's really going on. People put in the grills. Okay, not in the house. They want to cook outside because it's warm. Give you the information about what is brewing up, going on right now. About cooking. If it's cooking, it's gonna give you that. One thing I noticed being that you use your meats and different type of things that you put on the grill. You use the wood. Wood preferred is like the preserving of the wood, and also give you the preserving of the food as meat that we use. It takes certain things that has been drawn and for the meat. Okay, meaning that it has different type of liquids, right? But preserve it so you can eat it, that you won't be sick as well per se, but also give you blessed energy that's been from creation, from the trees, that becomes as fruits or vegetables that they would say. But it give you that a time that you're able to. Sometimes we do it too much, but you notice that the wood put in the meat is another taste. It don't taste the same as you would do it in other ways without the wood. It's all about the world. We are individuals, how we do daily. And when you do good to each other, and that gives you that energy back to yourself. But when you do too much for everybody but not yourself, then you love something. But sometimes we have so many things that we've done that become something bigger than what we do daily. You know what I'm saying? We made so much things in this made something so big that is so controlling. And what you do now. So good hands and clean hands and dirty hands come mixed with a whole bunch of stuff, and you become something else, and you thinking that you controlling, you're not. And this will be wrong for somebody say you should say that. Well, hey, you are the person is the fate, but the purpose is to change of things and to understand that you have to fight for everything in this world. But it's always been like that. But we made beautiful things in this world, and you become good things. But understand it, it's a new time. So it's like building up to put it back to where it needs to be. So understanding something, but it's what you do, how you do what you do for yourself and others, and become something. And then what comes later is something. It's like, oh, that's what this is about. Spiritually, cooking at this time. It's going to be cooking as with food, or it's going to be other ways of people with spiritual do things in order to make gain. You make sense. What makes sense to me? It's about what you already know. It give you some vertex mix. Mix means something mixing, right? Give you Capricorn energy and Saturn return. Give you astrology, the information that's about the planets and stars and lines, right? Also give you hidden things of traveling mercy. Also give you traveling has to do with your journey. That means it's going to be grace and mercy on your way. Also know that you got protection on everywhere you do. And know that sometimes you have to understand that you have to believe that faith that works in this time that of darkness of subconscious. You have to understand, regardless if you read it, understanding about hidden things, you have to understand you have to have faith in whatever you put in, right? And understand what you do good, and some people do bad. Understand that. I keep balance on it because you know how much power you have. You have to have a balance, and for other people to understand what's going on with their first, their mind, as yourself, individual, and what people around. My information when I'm talking influence to others is said that you're able to do what you would like regardless of what's around, and that you have to have it. And you know when you're dealing with a person in a stuck energy flipping upside down about a hermit, and why are you in that position? and what you're dealing with. And then find another way that you feel like you're depressed or you're in that stuck energy, and how to deal with that type of energy and still have peace within yourself. Because it seems like when a foreknowing of a person, you would know that, and how you deal with your parties, and I mean who you're around. It's like a time to reveal of the hunt. It's the hunt of each other. To my understanding, either you hunting, it's like a war, game on game, competition. Everybody wants to be in the race. I gave you the tortoise energy, and also giving you we call it, it's the hare, which would be as a bunny, but also giving you a time of season. We're warming in the evenings, meaning it's been a time of season. Seasonal has to do with people that put in the fruits and manifest things and the seed in the ground. And some of things give you solistic, where we give you solstice of summer and give you that winter of solstice. So that's in between what I'm giving out the information. So right now we're in a warmer time, right? So meaning things, the fruits is going to be abundance right now. And then, and right now we're going to be into that strawberry moon, right? So do your things, because they're going to do positive things for yourself, and they're going to do theirs. Make sure you start writing and manifestation, what you like to do, and make sure it's positive. Because when you do negative, positive, it turns to a D. D going to be a door, also going to fall down to it. So make sure how you doing it very well, and make sure that it's something purposely driven for yourself, and that does not harm others. Okay, supernatural abilities right now, many times that is human, but also has to do with remembering of things, right? Sometimes it was time of dawn and light, giving you that information that's twilight, but also giving you things about your memory and why you can't hold your memory. Sometimes things are in control. Say, if anybody wanted to know anything, what's really going on, here's a lot of movies. Disco Devil gonna tell you on HBO. A lot of things. Let's see what Night School got to do. I know that I already talked a lot, but like I said, I was not gonna my antenna, my information that I'm teaching right now, because it is teaching. It's for you to go figure it out yourself. Can't tell somebody and they're not gonna drink of the purification of that you already given to others. You got to figure it out yourself, but not to harm each other. And don't take somebody else's information and not give them $1. At least to say it was great, but just don't take everything behind it and use it for other people to gain of doppelganger and different type of hanging around, taking your information and use it for your goods now and not give it back. Be thankful. If not, we use a lot of things. We're here for the tools, the devices that we have, but sometimes we overdo, especially about your gifts. Now you got different musicians that are the artists right now. There more have been enlightenment for this whole world than everybody on YouTube now. These are people that they do. Now you have people here and singers and everything. They on YouTube. Some of them cooking now. You got there's a lot of things going on in here. Everybody on their YouTube and different and meaning that we're able to be on the platforms to do all kinds of things right now with entrepreneur. This is the biggest thing right now about what we do, perception, and like I said, it means how we can say what we want to say now, and sometimes be good and bad. We're here. It's a time of it. So let's get this 9 school. I call it 9. 9 means 9 has to do with night. Okay? So, let's see. see what's going on with that ninth house. Ninth house to do with it has to Sagittarius. It's still fire, but it has to do with something to as Phoenix arising, right? Phoenix mean burnt, mean clean as slate, but also hidden in knowledge. Okay. So many people want to be in the copycats now. Everybody want to be in the position that you in right now. And went from other ways, like I said. It's about the clairs and seeking psychic abilities right now of all type of sparks. You know what sparks mean? Source. And some people want your position in all type of ways. Enough room in the stars, I thought. But with this chest on the board, we gonna figure out. It's like a game on a movie. Ooh. Contemplate. There are no answers, only questions enough to fill this night sky. Wait a minute. That's intuition, right? Yeah, there are no answers, only questions. You know why? Because everything is already manifested. It's been done a long time. It just had to come through this, and so now you only in question. So question mean you questioning everybody. It mean you questioning every subject, and this time, and I say, who sent you? You have to have peace and have to have faith too. But knowing what you're dealing with questions with subjects, right? It's enough. Didn't I say enough to fill the night sky? It's enough room in the stars. You no need for all that competition on vexing each other of what you already have. But you're dealing with people that want to take away from something that you got and make sure you have nothing, because the purpose is to keep you not to have. So when you're dealing with different people of narcissistic and empaths, you have to understand with the teeth, they really teeth and they sharp, and they will bite you if that resonates to somebody. Yep. Laugh, cries too, because you're going to be up and down with this. Up and down. Oh, very important in this world. You gotta know. If you don't know that, maybe they will take everything you got. Look at this. It's like clairvoyant. Clairvoyance is associated with your third eye, and it is the eye that sees the spiritual world. If you see the auras or can describe your childhood imaginary friend, clothing, then the clairvoyance is a tool you use to make sense of the information you're getting from the unseen world. That's what you're dealing with. So we in here poltergeist energy. So travel. There it is. Okay. Giving you reading micro patterns. The pattern of the universe can be discerned by looking at a small piece of it. Do some research on palm and facial readings. Okay, you gotta do with your hands in readings, in facial readings. Okay, it has to do with hands and face. The first thing I said I started was talking about hands is dirty hands, and also giving you clean hands, also giving you that eighth energy, and I believe that was Pluto energy. Then visually of a face, there's something on both of it has to do with or what you do daily in the world. That's what you do, your hands and your face. So you understand what you're dealing with. We have something to do with languages too, and how we are patterns of facial. Facial has to do what we're doing now is the videos, information, how we use for influencer right now. Everything has to do with the face. Also giving you at the looking at the small piece of it, a piece of a pie, or you are part of the piece, and somebody gonna eat you up, or somebody is going to love you in another way. Do some research, palm, facial readings, and give you intuition of the tools that you already have for reading for your micro. Micro has to do with the computer and Microsoft, and patterns, and try these forms of divination. Divination starts with the stars. Okay, started to at all. Everything started with divination. A 9 and 2 is something diving. Okay, it's a lot of water over the surrounds the earth. So you know how much dive that is, and how much of water that you have within yourself. That's a lot of abilities within everybody. That's what's been given. It was always given, but it seemed like at a time that had to manifest itself, because the scene was already done. It just wasn't finished yet. So you're gonna get to see a lot of things that you ain't never seen in this time. Everybody's been talking about everything now is what is something going on, but it's hidden. All right, I'm trying to think anything else. See if I can see anything else. Oh yes, let's see what this one on Oracle. I'm gonna give you one card on here. You got so many people. Ability that you have. I'm not remember which one. I'm just gonna. I don't know which one, but I'm gonna see what's going on here. This is like the Oracle card, BuzzFeed. So this is a good card. I mean, I like this one because it's gonna tell you the OMG, gonna give you a little fail, an LOL, and gonna give you a win too. We're back again, and it's upside down. This one. Give me that gamma rays energy, nostalgia, and it's upside down. I can't deal with this. Connected, plugged in, and well informed. If it's upside down, then you're not connected, and you're not plugged in, and you're not well informed. So you would unconnect in order to do something for yourself, because you were plugged up too many of your antennas, if that resonates to somebody. Well informed of your knowledge of intuition. But that's good if it's reverse. You have to have time to have yourself to have some energy for yourself, honey. You use it too much, and you ain't got nothing left for yourself. And then you have to figure it out to unplug in order you to do something for yourself. And then some people will overuse it. So let's see. Too much. Oh, okay, Kanye. Got to do with environment. Maybe it's the valleys, high valleys and low valleys. Maybe that's somebody that resonates with that. Give some of this spirits of heaven. commerce, all this stuff with commerce exchange. And with all of this, security. Give me a meditation here. It says, in fact, in larger scheme of things, any two events linked by a consciousness are happening in synchronously. It says here, give me some information here. It's try to pull all the varied parts of life together. Apply your strength in each area. Work on eliminating or at least understanding your bad traits and withdraw from life occasionally. Ooh, it's too much. Giving you got so much going on, and sometimes you ain't even not basically getting all the power you need without being all been used and tackling everything that you in. And you gotta unplug it so you can able to do something right now. It's got to do with source. But honey, you got here is 6 cups. Is it 6? Yeah, 6 cups and another cup. That's like 7 cups. Like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. That's 9 cups. Give me 10. 9 cups and another cup. So we're talking about Pisces energy, Cancer, and Scorpio, meaning that about a time of Aquarius too, because it's the water barrier. Okay, understanding that purifying are things that need to be clean of all things that we're doing. Okay. And sometimes people don't understand about you because you got power to do things, but they so busy trying to control stuff, and things that we doing daily, individual person, place, and thing, because of the abundance that's being placed to certain people. We have it all, but some people do things in a certain way, and they don't want the karmic justice that's been placed on. But sometimes we cause it where you're good and it's time for you to receive, and another person is trying to send out those spiritually. It is, but it's transferring spirits to another. And we're in a time of that. Now, if I go through 9 and 10, it's going to give you 19 energy, give you sun and absorbing. Now, we're dealing with the light absorbing. Alright? I can say we absorb the light. Now, I'm giving you that 10, even though 1 and 9 going to give you that energy, 10 cups. It's something that says ready to move on. And we are stepping through the looking glass. Meaning this is a moment of ascension and transformation and realized communion. Now, I think I first started on number 5, had to do with communion, okay? And that has to do with priest things, community, and religious and cultures and tradition. But it has to do with something to do with has been opened us and we cross the threshold, okay? Has to do we step into a strange and overwhelming transformation. There are no more doubts, dangers, and give you I guess it's I get it ambiguities, give you and give you a bugut. I'm gonna say it like this. You have as guilties, and like to my understanding has guilt and gulp. It also has to do with gluttony as well. Gluttony, if you're doing too much. And also you have a gut that will give you the stomach and give you that orange chakra. Okay? That means something that you do. Okay? And that in your stomach gonna know what's really going on. Okay? Also give you, it says what I said, no more doubts and dangers, right? And a holy opportunity and giving you granted at the end of the emotional journey. And it says here you have a choice, right? We grasp, and so right here, gladly. Now, when you're dealing with that, with how you deal with everything's been given, you have to find peace within it. When you have peace, then all the stuff that they doing, it's not going to work anyway. You have to be peace with it because they going to keep on moving. Then you figure it out that you ain't moving as work as you used to, as long as you unplug it. And faster they going to do. to tell you about narcissistic empath. And it's the runner chaser. You running and they chasing. It depends on the individual. It depends if you're narcissistic or you an empath. And one is trying to plug one and the other one is trying to unplug and the other one's using it. It's like transferring spirits. So it's telling you to move on. Love cannot last in static form. You are in null and void, stuff that's not being broken, in different dashes of pieces and more marriages and contracts and wills. And things don't work. And some things you be in a bed with a whole bunch of things in commerce and give you that energy. You tied to with all kinds of stuff, capital investment and artful force, financial insecurity. And what it has is a spark. But like I say, we meet, learn to ask for what we need. But sometimes you ain't asked for it, but they came with force. Alright, so let's get number one with that. But you need to move it on though. It has to do with transforming, growing, and a new, giving you a different type of nature of life, a universal of lessons. 9 cups, also giving you a fountain and giving you as a magnificent, and also give you an emerald. It's the like the Ifa is the emerald. So you giving, moving on from all went through of a 9 that was ended, transformed of abilities, that things, other people that do good things and bad things and have of a representative of self-realization, of judgment, of justice, right? So you dealing with justice was going to be world anyway. You understand? So that is what you're dealing of, death and transformation from others. Now, let's give a one that's going to give you the cup. It's a single large cup, overflowing with water, often held with divine power, understanding. But the cup is like the Big Dipper and the Little Dipper, right? And astrology, right? It's going to give you this big cup of also and different and negative thoughts of of the cup has been filled with all types of sins and indignation about things that we've done. It's mean hands and face, thoughts and stuff that been added to now. So you getting results either from yours of karma and justice, or others can put more on it and put you the one and put you as the evil one when you was always good, or you the one have done the treacherous things and not in good work of artful force. So now you understand that everybody have I'm not here to tell you what happened and what, but it's you as the person, individual, figure out what's going on with you, person, place, and thing in this world. I'm gonna give you a water and holy grail. That's gonna give you some information. It has to do with a lot of things we do. Source. I'm gonna give you a little bit of music stuff, things we use from diminishing, and even Bible and scholars and poets and how we doing lyrics, what we speak. And this is the month for it. But at the end of it has to do with abundant and revealing and renewal of hope. He loves limitless and potential. That's a good thing though. That's a lot. See, there it is. Isn't that beautiful? Alright, that's about it for this. I don't even know what the title's gonna be here. No, it has to do with capital investments and artful and force. Financial security. Has to do with started with the land. Tell you about Earth and what's going on with different seats. Has been changed and shifted. Have a wonderful day.